Happy birthday, Aries. So I know I'm making this video kind of late into Aries season. But you know, better late than never. And it's still Aries season. And my birthday just happened yesterday. And so, you know, I'm still celebrating. I brought out the rainbow for us. You know, we're going to get the whole spectrum of what's coming up for us, what many of us can expect over this next year of our lives, right? Our souls are forever growing and evolving, and as our souls grow and evolve, so do our outer worlds, the environment that we see around us. So I wanted to do this happy birthday reading for Aries, and I would like to continue going forward and doing it for all of the zodiac signs. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the channel. Sorry, I was just eating some fruit. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you are alerted to any future videos that I put out. And also get nice and cozy because we're going to be drawing some cards, okay? We're going to start off with the tarot, and then we're going to go into some oracle cards and just sort of get a feel of what to expect over this next year and what we might be learning or experiencing. We'll just see what the cards have to say. But first, I would like to get an overall energy for Aries throughout this next year. The energy that we're trying to maybe grow and expand into. The people that our souls are trying to grow into over this next year. Let's get that main energy for Aries. Main energy. Two out. Okay. So we had the King of Swords pop out and the Hermit. I guess I could have called this because this is the energy that I have already been in and feeling definitely leading up to my birthday and continuing here. But let's talk about this. The King of Swords is all about us stepping into our power, our voices, and learning to use our voices. Maybe that could be learning to speak in nicer ways to ourselves and to the people around us. I just saw 2:22 on the time clock as I said that. You might want to check out angel number 222 and see if there's any meaning that you resonate there, if that meaning resonates with you at all. The butterflies here, it's all about transformation. So I feel like we are definitely being asked to step into our power of using our voices, wielding our voices. I'm getting the image of Crude's A New Age in my head, and it's I can't remember the characters' names, but the dads are going back and forth fighting, and then the boyfriend says words as weapons. Maybe some of us Aries, how we have a sharp tongue, right? Maybe we're learning to use that tongue in a more productive way. And maybe a way that doesn't come off as toxic, but still in our power, or it could be us learning to speak up more, because some of us don't speak up because of conditioning. We might have things to say, but we have chosen not to speak it because we don't think anyone wants to listen or cares to hear what we have to say. But we're going to learn that people do, and that our voice and our view is important. But also this year, with this Hermit card, we are really going to be, I'm going to say, choosing to isolate ourselves, choosing to spend more time with ourselves and get to know ourselves and to work on ourselves. Maybe, we're definitely stepping into our power and being our own guiding light as well, with that star guiding the way. I feel like many of us Aries have had, we've been thrown maybe into isolation. I mean, yes, the world has been going through a crazy time, right? But even maybe before that, you maybe felt alone and isolated. But now you might be stepping into your knowing of yourself and speaking the truth to yourself, that maybe you prefer to be isolated. Maybe you prefer to just do your own thing and let the world do their thing because you don't quite feel like you fit in there. I don't know. Maybe you would choose to just not focus on the outside world, because that is the matrix, right? That is what keeps us stuck. And you're going to decide to just focus on self and using your voice. Maybe you're starting a new business and you have a business online and it's using your voice, a blog, social media, if that is, YouTube is social media as well. Like, yeah, if you do videos on YouTube, or you're thinking about doing videos on YouTube or TikTok or whatever it is, we're really, I feel, I want to say, stepping into our own. And then, okay. What do we want to get into next? We'll put the tarot aside for now, but the bottom of the deck energy was 3 of Cups. I think we're going to have a lot to celebrate in this year ahead. I think learning to use our voices in whatever way it is that we are being called to use them or not use them, there will be points to celebrate. There will be victories along the way. All right. I'm going to get a Starseed Oracle card out just to see what energies we might be encountering or dealing with, I don't know, running into, experiencing. This King of Swords also is us stepping into our mental power. I feel like it's us using our discernment. It's us making better judgment calls and listening to our inner guidance. It's us really standing up for ourselves in whatever way that the world calls us to show up for ourselves, whether that's taking better care of ourselves, eating better, exercising, drinking more water, or, putting down the phone or not watching TV and reading a book, going out in nature more, getting a pet, or, spending time with family, whatever it is for you. There's so many things it could be. Okay. The energy that fell out was lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. That definitely has to do with that King of Swords energy. That's about really fully stepping into your power and being truthful with yourself, being honest with yourself about your life, where you are in life, and what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy, and choosing to follow that happiness, and that we will be called to choose ourselves, to choose our happiness, and to let go of anything that is not allowing us to do so, not allowing us to be happy. I feel like this is why we're going to choose to want to be in this hermit mode energy more often. Doesn't mean we're not going to go out and still have a good time. You know, we like to kick it up, but we will also still choose to maybe go at a slower pace and really question everything, not charge ahead like we like to, Aries. You know, we like to do things first and ask questions later, right? So we're really going to be thinking, I think, before we make these choices, before we make our choices this year. That's good for us. And that's why we will be celebrating, because we will be making better decisions. We will be learning from our mistakes. We will be questioning everything about ourselves and not just acting on animal instinct. We will finally be merging the feminine and the masculine, the doing energy with the thinking energy. We will be removing our own veils, our own limiting beliefs and self-doubts and criticisms. We will be really stepping into our power if we so choose, if we choose to stay on that path. There's always a choice. Bottom of the deck energy is Hirith, longing for home, homesick for the stars. We might also be a little sad this year. We might feel like we are missing something that we are still searching for this year. And maybe we'll come closer to finding that. Oh, that's the wrong guidebook. I do want to look at that guidebook and see if there's anything that jumps out at me that I think we should know. It says, if you resonate with this yearning for home, but don't really know where home is, you're being invited to remember that your soul chose to be on earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life. You're being reassured that you didn't come here alone and that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be a soul in a human body on this planet at this time. You're being called to anchor all of your presence, your personality, your soul, and your spirit in the here and now, to fully commit to living this life right now, to commit to putting 2 feet completely in. I don't know about the rest of you, Aries, but I have definitely always had a homesickness. I've always longed for home. And I always assumed and thought it was because I just did not come from a good home. I didn't have family that looked like me and that was, had the same blood as me that I could really call home. And then spirituality really clicked for me when I started to learn more about, different, I don't even know how to say this, but aliens, people would call them aliens, different entities, different, I don't know what you want to call it, but there's so many different different things out there that you could really study and research if you are having this homesickness or a longing for home. And it might help you to feel better and knowing that you may feel different, and it's because you are different, first off, even if you don't believe in extraterrestrials, right? You could still just be a cut from a different cloth, right? As they say. And this is basically reassuring you that you will find your home. You will find people who remind you of home. That's what this bottom of the deck energy is. We will run into our soul family. We will run into the people that we know that we are just destined, fated to be with. People that we have a feeling that we have met before, maybe lifetimes before, maybe 1441 on the clock. It's like a mirror image there, which, yeah, your people are also looking for you and coming to you, right? And you will be celebrating that. Maybe there will be a group of 3 of you, maybe 5, maybe 6. We have 6 people on the board already. Okay, who knows? So many different possibilities. Okay, so we will be going inward. We will be maybe evaluating our friendship circles, evaluating the people around us, seeing whether or not they do make us happy, or if we are, I hate to say it, but settling because we don't think that there's anything else out there. We don't think, maybe we think we're being too judgmental, you know, and it's not that at all. It's just that you just don't, some people are just not for you. We are not for everyone, right? Your Moonology card out is your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to self is being tested this year, Aries. That's what I feel like. Your commitment to following your true north, finding your happiness. Bottom of the deck energy is awesome. Communication is key. That's what this King of Swords energy is about. New moon in Gemini. I am a Gemini moon. I love that. Maybe this is solely for me. I don't know. We'll see who watches it, right? But our commitment is being tested. Our commitment to ourselves, maybe to discovering more about ourselves. I know that was my goal for the foreseeable future, is to really learn more about myself and what makes me tick and why I act the way I do and why certain things trigger me, or, you know, because just to really get to know myself. So when things come up in my life, they don't sway me to have a really high or really low. I just want to be balanced and stable within myself. And maybe that's an energy that a lot of Aries are trying to find, or don't even realize they're trying to find this year. But here you go. Here's your heads up, right? So when things come up where you feel as though I'm going to stay quiet even though I want to say something, choose to speak up. Or those times when you get all feisty and fiery and you want to say something before thinking, stop and think first, right? Or those times when you might see something that, oh, that was way too many. I'm going to keep this one out, but I will, actually no, if it's meant to come out, it will come out again, right? It could be, there's so many different ways, right? It could be you are someone who deals with anxiety or depression, and look, it came out again. I love spirit. Okay. And you're learning to manage that. Maybe you're using your voice and speaking up and seeking help for that. Maybe your mental state finally allows you to go easy enough on yourself to be able to ask for help. There's so many different scenarios. And if you would like a more personalized reading, then please reach out to me. The website is always in the description box. But this card really wanted to come out. It came out twice for us. Card 21, the right way, learning to create what you desire. this is what we're doing. That's that King of Swords energy that I was feeling. Oh, can't see all of that. We are learning to create what we desire, but we can't know what we actually at a soul level desire until we spend time alone, get to know ourselves on a one-on-one basis, right? I don't even know if I can say one-on-one basis, but that is what this is. That's what we're being called to do. We're being called to slow down enough to really learn who we are, really learn what makes us tick, to really be committed to ourselves and our journey and having the best possible journey, life that we can. You know, being good people, helping others, but still also being true to ourselves and taking care of ourselves. This is us learning to manifest. I want to say learning how our thoughts and our words help us manifest. Learning how speaking our truth and putting that energy out into the universe allows us to manifest and bring it to us, if is what we truly desire and not based on an egotistical FOMO societal point of view. Bottom of the deck energy was keeping up, card 40, in immense effort and advance. A lot of us, a lot of people in general are just in this energy of feeling the need to keep up. And that is really not how all of this was designed to be. We were designed to follow our own path, follow our own callings, follow what really makes us happy. You know, have you ever sat and wondered what you would really do if you had all the money that you needed? You had food, water, shelter, you know, everything was provided for you. Have you ever really sat and fully thought about what you would want to do? I know a lot of people may think that they just want to ball out and, you know, travel all the time and do all these things, but there's downsides to everything, right? There's downsides to traveling. And maybe even if you didn't have all the money in the world to do everything, what could you be happy with? Can you be happy where you are and not feel like you need to keep up with others and put that stress and anxiety onto yourself? If you feel like you are having to put immense effort into doing something, I think you are being called to really sit with yourself and ask yourself why. Does this really make you happy? Is this really what you want to do? If you are at a job solely because of the pay and you have to deal with a toxic work environment and other issues that you can't stand, but the pay is awesome. Maybe this is you sitting and asking yourself, why? Maybe you could have enough money. Maybe you have enough money saved up to where you could go do something that you actually enjoy. Maybe you wouldn't live as extravagant a lifestyle, but you might be happier. Or maybe it's asking yourself if you are living, you know, in a smaller place, in a not safer area, what what can you do to get yourself out of it? Right? If you keep finding yourself in situations that keep leading to drama and more issues, maybe even issues with the law, that's time to sit down and ask yourself why. Why do you keep doing these things? Why do you keep getting into relationships that always end the same way? Why do you people please and go out of your way to do things for others, but can't seem to make the time to pamper yourself and nurture yourself? Or you're waiting for other people to do it for you, and you realize no one's going to do it for you. I don't know. There's so many different things that we could all be going through. But I do know that this need for many of us, especially in America, to keep up is killing us. Literally killing us. Heart attacks and strokes and being overweight because we can't even take the time to care for ourselves. Having poor mental health because we are so focused on work and have to be focused on work, right? We have to be focused on it to survive, to put food on our tables, right? But still, our mental health is hurting because of it. There's so many different things that it could be. You have to apply it to your situation as you see fit. But this is just an inside glimpse at the basic energy of what we'll be going through. Ooh, so many. So many. I feel like we are definitely growing spiritually and emotionally and mentally. Wisdom came out. Yep, we're definitely gaining a lot more knowledge. We have master number and angel number 22. I suggest you look up angel number and master number 22. If you are interested in numerology, maybe that's where you gain wisdom. Maybe you start researching numerology and it opens up a whole new path for you that you have never even considered. Maybe just watching this video opens you up to a whole new world of things that you never knew about, that you decide to go in search of, to learn with that book and the computer there. Google it. We're growing so much this year. I want to say we are growing leaps and bounds this year, and we are protected during this. Know that any drama that comes up, that any painful situations that happen during this time is still for our protection. It's still for our growth and evolution. And that the pain and heartache or anxiety or whatever it may be, that's just your body's way of telling you that it's time to evolve and grow. It's time to learn something new. It's time to do something differently. And that is the protection from the universe. We have this beautiful tool that we've been given. These beautiful vessels, our bodies, that tell us, right, when things are not right. They tell us when things need to be looked at and changed and taken care of, right? If your body hurts, it means that something needs to be fixed. If you are hurting emotionally, mentally, that's a sign that something needs to be fixed in the mental body, in the emotional body. And once you fix that, then you will, once you heal that and fix it, you will be able to fully step into your power. And that will show outside of you. That will show to the rest of the world too. The work begins on the inside first, right? And then it shows outwardly. But remember, any trials and tribulations that happen, your commitment is just being tested. You're just being tested to see how badly you want this, how badly it is that you want to, I don't know, whatever your goal is, to get into a loving, caring relationship, start a family, finish college, get a decent job, start a business, or continue a business. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to get healthy? How bad do you want to make friends? How bad do you want to see the world and travel? Whatever your goal is that you have set for yourself with this birthday starting up, this one really wanted to come out. Your commitment is being tested. Don't give up. You have to persevere and have the mental fortitude. So the card that wanted to pop out is Nourish Your Temple, card 38, reduces down to an 11. We just received another angel number and master number. I feel like it's going to be a great year for us starting, right? Sorry if you can hear my kids in the background there. But master number 11 for me, it's about beginnings. It's we're being called to step into this new beginning with this new year, this new chapter of ourselves, right? And to nourish ourselves, to really give ourselves the things that we need, right? The love. What are all of these symbols? This is, yeah, these symbols. I think it's fire, water, earth. What is the last one? Fire, water, earth, air. Give ourselves those proper things in balance. Give ourselves healthy things, but not just the things we put into our bodies, right? This is the thoughts that we also put into our bodies, the words that we tell ourselves when things aren't going our way, the things that we tell ourselves when we think we fail, right? That's that inner self-talk too. It's just being so good to yourself. This is us stepping into this energy of really, just really knowing ourselves from the inside out. Taking care of ourselves and choosing to love on ourselves just as much as we love on those around us, right? To pour back into ourselves just as much as we pour into those around us. I feel like I want to get one more card out for us as some guidance to keep in mind over this next astrological year. Really take the time and go inside and use your inner wisdom. And if there's anything that comes up over the next year, especially that you are interested in, to research that, because there will be some answers there that you find. Answers that you have been seeking, I would say, for a long time. Isn't that the Aries symbol too? I don't know 100%. Actually, why don't I look it up? Is it in the book? It might be in the book. Wisdom 22. Oh, it's the sign of Leo. That is crazy. I'm a Leo ascendant. So all of my signs, well, except Aries. Aries did not pop up. But wow. Yeah. Okay. If you're into astrology, I guess I can't say we saw Gemini, we see Leo here, and then we also have the air signs, Gemini, Sagittarius, what's the other one? What is the other one? No, not Sagittarius. Gemini, Cancer. What is it? You guys, I am not the best with astrology. Maybe I need to start checking out astrology more. Maybe that's what I'm being told. Maybe that's the thing that I need to look into. And maybe that will help my videos. Who knows? I'm sure it definitely could. I'm sure it definitely could. Okay, any final guidance? Thank you. Oh, cougar spirit, you can do it. Look at our spirit guys. Just, we can do it. We know that, don't we, Aries? We are pretty self-sufficient and go-getters, and you know, we really do get into our masculine energy of I can make it happen. And that is what we really need to fully embody, but not just half-ass embody, right? You know, not to start it and not finish like so many of us Aries do. You can do it. You can go the distance. Your commitment is being tested, but don't give up this year. Don't give up this year. Bottom of the deck energy is you have everything you need. You have everything you need. Get creative. Get a little sneaky. I don't want to say sneaky, but get, you know, in your dark energy a little bit and get creative with what it is that you need to do. Not saying to go do anything that's illegal, right? Not saying to go hurt anyone. But I'm saying get creative with it. If you don't have the money to afford a camera stand, figure out another way to make a stand for yourself, right? If you don't feel like you have what you need to eat healthy, well, you know what? Google some recipes. All you need to do is buy some fresh, healthy food. If you have a computer or a phone, you can figure out what you need, right? Spirit is just telling us that when we feel like the impossible is upon us and that we need outside help, maybe we need someone to come in and give us money to help us out. We need someone to take us in if we need a place to stay. We need someone to help us find the right job or find, I don't know, there's so many different scenarios that it could be. But whatever it is, whatever issue that you come up against, you have all the tools that you need to overcome it. That is what Spirit would like us to know. We are being tested. Our commitment to ourselves is being tested, but we have everything that we need to succeed. And that is, I think that's a perfect ending point for this reading. We have everything that we need to succeed, whatever it is that our goal is. We just have to get a little creative with it. So Aries, thank you for joining this video. I hope it brought you, hope it really gives you something to look forward to for the future. And it gives you a, I guess, a sneak peek of the things that you can expect. And it gives you some insight when situations do come up. Hopefully you can think back to this video and think, oh, this is a time that I need to stand up for myself. This is a time that I need to stop telling myself the negative things about myself. This is the time I need to stop talking myself out of doing something that I really, really want to do, or going after something that I really, really want. This is the time that I choose me, right? This is the time that I choose my happiness and what makes me feel good. This is what we're being called to step into. And once you do, the world is your oyster. Oyster? Oyster. The world will be your oyster. And you will be able to manifest what it is that you want. You will be able to speak it into existence and make it happen, and have the mental fortitude and emotional stamina to get through any obstacles that might try to get in your way. And that is a beautiful, beautiful send-off from Spirit. You can do it. You are an incredible, beautiful, wild creature, created in God's image. So Aries, have a great birthday season and a great rest of the year until your next birthday. I will see you next time. Bye.